Good morning and blessings, dear sisters. This is an interesting, it feels exciting morning, and it's all of a sudden. So this is hilarious because all of a sudden I was guided. It's just after 10 a.m. Monday morning. We're about 36 hours away from our Capricorn new moon. We've got 6 planets in the sign of Capricorn right now supporting us, and I felt guided to connect with you now. They sent me to get the cards that they wanted me to work with, and I feel very excited by the way that the messages are coming through for all of us, all of you at this time. Archangel Michael's presence is strong, and the energy of bear has been all around for some days now, weeks maybe. And this guy has been a constant companion of mine. And it is a piece of, it is a bear made of bloodstone. And I remember I've had this guide for a lifetime, and I've had this particular crystal companion for at least a decade. And it feels very important. And what I'm feeling is it is safe for us to go forward honoring our own ancestral line, if you will, and expanding upon what we have known. And in that expansion, supporting all who have been a part of our growth. And so I trust that makes sense. I feel that right now we are going to burn some smudge. So I hope you're all doing well. I hope you had a great weekend. I had a weekend that was full of integration and physically not a whole heck of a lot of energy. And by Sunday, it had shifted, gratefully, and the energy came back. And today I was kind of plugged into the energy of the circle and the sisterhood, and I just did not feel until 10:01 this morning the pull to come back, with the exception of that brief message yesterday. They're asking me to do, Archangel Michael's like, just pull a card. It's actually the Keepers of Light that want to come through first. And right there, very quickly, Hilarion, divine healing. And a divine healing has taken place, and we have been supported for a great many years. Many of us were introduced to our healing path with the beautiful angelic realm, the archangels, Archangel Raphael. And many of you within this circle will remember when it shifted, and I began connecting strongly with the essence and teachings of Hilarion. And Hilarion was a human like you and I, and had, a lifetime of gifts. And he supports us in walking in our gifts, our majesty, our soul's light in this lifetime. Honor your sensitivity, retreat to recharge and heal. Your light can support others. And in fact, your light does support others. So when we are like this weekend, having me personally pulling back a little bit from the service side of things, I couldn't even get the interactive readings out until yesterday. You already know that. What I feel guided to say is that honor the process, and don't fret and don't worry about the process. We've seen this, and this was the card that in fact opened the circle on the event page, the Return to Silence card. And what I feel, every time I connect with this card, I feel like jellyfish. Just floating and, you know, just being with that breath, being the unconditional love that you are in each breath, with each, in each moment, and just being, not worrying, just love, being love. That's what we're here for, being love. And we're supported in being love. We're supported in slowing down. And in fact, it's a return to, I want to say a return to an organic way of being, a return to our own natural rhythms. Like, we're really called to honor the cycles. I know the moon rose today at 6:30 in the morning. We didn't see it, and we won't see it for a couple days, but I'm getting excited, you know, by midweek to see that sliver of this moon that's really supporting our creative desires. And it feels to me like we're going to be excited in watching the energy wax to fullness. And then there's going to be an eclipse, a blood moon, a blue blood moon, a truth moon, truth to you, truth be you. We have done the bloodline clearing. We have done the karmic cleanse that we needed to do in this lifetime. And now it's really about honoring our path to fulfillment and honoring our path to fulfillment, which is like, what are we here to do? We are here on missions of love. What are we here to do? Live, love, laugh. That's what we're here to do. Nothing else. And create. I guess I'd like to say create there too. If we're doing all of this, though, we're likely living a creative life. Being in the flow, you know, like yesterday, that flow came upon me too. Frank went out to get groceries, and all of a sudden I was in the kitchen and I was baking scones and I was cleaning out the fridge and I was prepping. What else did I do while he was gone? Oh, I made some muesli. Just all this stuff, very busy. And this morning, I'm still, you know, with some of the stuff that was prepped yesterday. The beans are cooking now, and the carrots are cooked, and it's just a matter of putting the carrot cashew loaves together. Like preparation, and serving ourselves in those moments when we're guided to serve ourselves, and doing so from a loving space. Everything I did yesterday, I wanted to do. It was so much fun. I was in my element. And I am in my element when I'm connecting with you, when I'm called, when we're called. So this is a time of, you know, really moving into creative alignment with our divine truth. So 2 cards here. So Pendragon Sword, Balanced Power. It's number 41, so it's that 5. Like, you know, this is a change. The balanced power energy, which is supporting the creation, is a change. Because up to this point, we have been so polarized. And the polarization is still going to be there because we're in the physical vessel. It's our choice to where we engage. And when we are engaging, we're doing so from an integral place that is in alignment with our inner wisdom, our understanding. I guess it's just the wisdom, our inner knowing of right and wrong. Humans, there will be a time, I feel, on this planet where, there will be no need for these laws. And in fact, it's many of these laws that we have in place that have really stifled the human soul's ability to experience life on life's terms and experience life from living from their truth, knowing that when we're honoring our hearts, we are in alignment and in integrity with everything. And we won't have the experience of those things, because those things that are not in alignment with divine truth are falling away. And we're seeing this systematically taking place. The next card, which is Lapis Alexis, Perspective, and it's a number 9. It's a number 45. So it's that 9, and our perspective has expanded, and it's going to continue to expand. I don't know about you. The last few days I've had difficulty sleeping, and I have felt like I have been very busy in the dream time, and particularly last night. And I woke up like completely exhausted today, and needed to get to the lake and go plug in, recharge a little bit. And there's likely a nap somewhere in my day today too. I just feel that there's so much going on. It feels like there's so much going on when we're asleep. And even when we're awake, there's still so much going on. And we really are, it feels on some levels like we're trying to catch up. And so keep doing that work, like, integrating through your physical vessel all of this expanded awareness, all of the shifting of perspective and the shifting within to your sacred channel, your spine. And all of our keys are right along our spine and all of our energy centers. And this speaks about our balanced power comes from expanded perspective of the truth of humans and the truth of the story we've been told, I guess, if you will. That's all there. And one more goddess energy from the Goddess Wisdom, Goddess Knowledge Oracle. And I'm hearing like it's you see it's taking a little bit, and it's because what she's saying to me, I am all things, I am all mothers, and it's like, which energy, take your choice, which version of me do you want to connect with? And then this comes out, Hina. Hina is said by some to be the greatest of Polynesian goddesses. In certain tellings, she is the original creator of the world, the goddess and gods and human beings. One story tells of her love affair with an eel who is killed. She buries his head, and several days later, the first coconut tree springs forth from the grave. Just 1 second. Chickpeas were overflowing. Hina is perhaps best known as the woman who lives in the moon. There she creates beautiful tapa cloth from the bark of the mulberry tree, which we see as clouds surrounding the moon. Hina represents the part of ourselves that creatively brings forth nourishment, even in the midst of what appears to be death and decay. Now that is, and look at the colors, and look at the, I don't know if you can see the lighting. Very, very similar. And just the way it's being held like this, it feels balanced, divine masculine and feminine. And what an honor, truly, to walk with you, ladies, and be a part of this journey. of ascension with you here on Mother Earth. I'm so happy to be reacquainting and traveling with my soul tribe. So until next time, sending so much love.